Welcome to Infinite Mind Potential, where we explore the depths of human psychology and the ancient wisdom of the warrior's spirit. Imagine a lifetime of training, honor, and discipline, all completely destroyed in less than 3 seconds of pure, blinding anger. This is the tragic story of Daisho, a promising warrior who allowed a fleeting emotion to dictate his entire destiny. It began with a simple insult, a small spark that landed on the dry tinder of his unmanaged pride and ego. Instead of brushing it off, Daisho felt the blood rush to his head, drowning out the rational voice of wisdom. Deep inside his brain, the amygdala hijacked his control center, bypassing logic and launching him into a state of reaction. The blade moved faster than thought, striking not the enemy, but destroying the peace and breaking the sacred code of conduct. In that silence following the strike, Daisho realized that his career, his reputation, and his future were now completely shattered. He was exiled from the city, forced to wander as a ronin, carrying the heavy burden of his 3-second mistake. How many of us have felt this? A moment where we let emotions drive the car, leading to a crash. We may not carry swords, but our words and actions can cut just as deep, destroying relationships in mere seconds. Daisho realized that his true enemy was not the man who insulted him, but the volatile beast living inside himself. Seeking redemption, he climbed the highest peak to find the Temple of Stillness, known for training the mind, not the body. He was not looking for a new fighting technique, but for a way to tame the storm that raged within. The master welcomed him not with a weapon, but with a broom, signaling that the first lesson was humble service. For weeks, Daisho fought the falling leaves, getting angry when the wind undid his work, missing the point of the practice. The master spoke. "You are trying to control the wind. You must learn to control your reaction to the wind." This brings us to the first core principle of the unshakable mind, Mushin, or the state of no mind. Mushin is not an empty mind, but a mind like water, reflecting everything clearly, without clinging to any single image. When an emotion hits, the mind ripples, but it should return to stillness immediately, not holding on to the disturbance forever. Daisho learned to observe his anger as a separate entity, watching it pass like a dark cloud across the sky. He realized he was not the anger. He was the sky that contained the anger. This separation is true freedom. With Mushin, his movements became fluid. He stopped thinking about the next move and simply flowed with the present moment. But achieving this state requires understanding the biology of our brain, the battle between the ancient and the modern mind. The amygdala is our ancient alarm system. It sees a threat and screams, "Danger!" before we even process the reality. It evolved to save us from tigers. But today, it treats an insult or a rude email as a life threat. This neural pathway is a superhighway. It is designed to be fast, bypassing our logic to ensure our immediate survival. The master explained that while we cannot stop the spark, we can prevent the forest fire by creating a sacred space. This introduces the second principle, Ma, the negative space, or the pause between the stimulus and your chosen response. Ma is the gap where your freedom lies. In that gap, you choose whether to be a slave or a master. Daisho practiced finding this gap. When provoked, he learned to insert a single, deep breath before making any move. That single breath is biological magic. It sends a signal to the brain that says, "We are safe, engage logic." This activates the prefrontal cortex, the CEO of the brain, allowing you to assess the situation with clarity and wisdom. Instead of a fight, there was a bow. The energy of conflicts was neutralized simply by utilizing the power of Ma. But there was one final lesson Daisho needed to learn to become truly unshakable. A lesson about perfection and reality. He handed Daisho a bowl repaired with gold. It was imperfect, yet more beautiful and valuable because of its broken history. This is wabi-sabi, finding beauty in imperfection and accepting the transient nature of life, people, and all things around us. Daisho's anger often came from a demand that the world be perfect, that people behave exactly as he wanted them to. When he accepted that people are flawed and life is unpredictable, The fuel for his anger simply vanished into thin air. He became like the river, flowing around obstacles rather than crashing against them in a futile attempt to change reality. With Mushin, Ma, and Wabi-Sabi, Daisho forged a mind that was no longer a leaf in the wind, but a mountain. Years passed. The hot-headed youth had transformed into a man of deep presence. It was time for his final test. The master returned his sword. "Go," he said. "The true warrior fights not to destroy, but to protect the peace." Returning to the city was a shock. The noise, the rudeness, and the chaos were a stark contrast to the temple. He walked past the scene of his disgrace. He felt the memory, acknowledged it, and let it pass without any attachment. Inevitably, trouble found him. A group of thugs surrounded him, mocking his worn clothes, looking for a fight to entertain themselves. The leader splashed water on Daisho, a perfect echo of his past trauma. The crowd gasped, waiting for the sword. Daisho felt the heat rise. The amygdala fired. But this time, the gap of Ma was wide, spacious, and filled with light. He saw the thug not as a monster, but as a broken man seeking validation through violence. He saw the imperfection. Daisho wiped his face and said, "Thank you. The dust of the road was heavy, and you have refreshed." Confused by this lack of resistance, the thug's aggression deflated. You cannot fight a fire that offers you no fuel. He walked away, unharmed, victorious, without drawing his blade. He had conquered the situation by first conquering his own mind. This story illustrates that true strength is not about dominance. It is about the ability to choose peace amidst chaos. You do not need to be a samurai to apply this. Your battlefield is the office, the traffic, and your home. When someone cuts you off, apply Ma. Take that breath. Remember that their driving is not a reflection of your worth. When you receive bad news, use Mushin. Observe the shock, let it ripple, and wait for the water to still. In relationships, use Wabi-Sabi. Accept that your partner is imperfect, just as you are. This acceptance heals wounds instantly. Neuroscience shows that practicing this rewires your brain. You literally build a stronger prefrontal cortex and a calmer amygdala. With repetition, the pause becomes automatic. Calmness becomes your default setting, rather than a state you have to struggle for. Daisho spent the rest of his life teaching others. He showed them that the sword is a tool for cutting ego. The ultimate victory of a warrior is to never have to use their weapon. Presence alone is enough to maintain peace. Your mind is a garden. If you do not tend to it, the weeds of anger and fear will take over. Daily practice is the water. Every time you choose the pause over the reaction, you are watering the seeds of wisdom. Remember the 3 keys. Be like water, find the gap, and love the imperfection. These are your weapons of mass creation. Daisho found his honor again, not through violence, but through the mastery of his own spirit. He became truly unshakable. At Infinite Mind Potential, we believe that every human has this capacity. You are the author of your own mental state. Take a moment now. Reflect on a recent time you lost control. How could the gap have changed that outcome? Visualize that alternative reality. Feel the power of staying calm. That version of you is waiting to be unlocked today. We will now dive deeper into the specific techniques Daisho used, breaking them down into actionable steps for your daily life. The foundation of Ma is the breath. Let's explore the box breathing technique used by warriors and modern special forces. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. This resets your nervous system almost instantly. Try it next time you feel the heat rising. It forces the brain to switch from the emotional to rational mode. Next is reframing. This aligns with Wabi-Sabi. Instead of seeing an insult, see a person in pain expressing their suffering. Happy people do not attack others. Aggression is often a cry for help or a symptom of deep internal misery. When you view an attacker with compassion rather than fear, you take away their power to hurt your emotional state. Finally, practice the observer self. Imagine you are watching a movie of your life. You are the audience, not the actor. When the actor on screen gets angry, the audience doesn't have to scream. Watch your emotions play out without participating. These techniques are your armor. They protect your peace from the thousands of small arrows life shoots at you daily. True armor is not made of steel. It is made of awareness. It is weightless, invisible, and completely impenetrable. Daisho's legacy was not the wars he won, but the peace he cultivated. He proved that the mind is the ultimate weapon. He left behind a scroll that read, "He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is mighty." We are all warriors in our own lives. The battlefield is different, but the enemy, the uncontrolled ego, remains the same. Look in the mirror. See the warrior within. You have the potential to be unshakable, to be the master of your fate. Imagine a world where everyone applied the gap, where reactions were replaced by responses, where understanding replaced judgment. That world begins with you. It begins with your next interaction, your next challenge, your next moment of frustration. Do not waste another moment in the prison of anger. Step into the freedom of the unshakable mind right now. Like Daisho, catch the falling leaf. Appreciate the moment. Let the rest flow past you like the water in the stream. This transformation is not just psychological, it is physiological. You are healing your body with every moment of peace you choose. Calmness releases healing chemicals. Anger releases toxins. You are literally choosing between medicine and poison for your own body. The tea ceremony became his new battleground. Perfection in movement, stillness in mind. The art of living fully in the now. In the steam of the tea, he saw the truth. Life is fleeting. Why spend it fighting battles that do not matter? Ask yourself, what is your sword? Is it your tongue, your keyboard, your silence? How do you wield your power? The modern warrior deletes the angry comment. The modern warrior chooses silence over noise and understanding over judgment. Be the rock in the stream. Let the water crash. Let the wind blow. You remain centered, grounded, and whole. Nature teaches us resilience. The tree bends in the wind to survive. The rigid branch snaps and falls to the ground. Flexibility is strength. A rigid mind is easily broken by stress. A flexible mind adapts, survives, and eventually thrives. Patience is not weakness. It is concentrated strength. It is the ability to wait for the right moment to act effectively. Move from impulse to intent. Impulse is a flash in the pan. Intent is a steady river that carves canyons. When you live with intent, you stop reacting to what happens to you and start creating the life you want. Your energy is contagious. When you are calm, you calm those around you. You become a lighthouse in the storm. Think of a parent calming a child. The parent must be calm first. You cannot share peace if you do not have it. This is how we change the world. Not by force, but by the contagious power of a truly unshakable mind. Daisho passed his wisdom to the next generation. Now, we are passing this ancient wisdom directly to you, the viewer. Knowledge is only potential power. It becomes real power only when you apply it. Will you apply it today? We challenge you to a 7-day experiment. For 1 week, commit to taking one deep breath before every difficult response. Start small. Observe your breath. Notice your triggers. Don't judge them. Just watch them, like Daisho watched the clouds. You will notice a shift. Colors will seem brighter. Food will taste better. Relationships will feel deeper and more authentic. You are breaking the chains of conditioning. You are stepping out of the matrix of reaction and into the realm of creation. The journey is not easy. It is a steep climb. But the view from the top is worth every single step. You are not climbing alone. We are all on this path together, seeking the same peace and the same strength. Join our community of mind warriors. Share your struggles and your victories. Let's build a legacy of unshakable minds. As Daisho dissolved his ego, he found his true self. He realized that he was never separate from the world. When you hurt another, you hurt yourself. When you heal your mind, you help heal the collective mind of humanity. This is the law of karma, or cause and effect. Plant seeds of peace, and you will harvest a life of serenity. The smile of the master is the smile of one who knows that everything is exactly as it should be. Every morning is a new chance. You can leave the old, reactive you behind and wake up as a warrior. Wake up tomorrow and choose your state. Do not let the world dictate how you feel. You dictate your world. Viktor Frankl said it best. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power. Even in the worst conditions imaginable, the human mind retains the last of the human freedoms: to choose one's attitude. Honor your ancestors by being the best version of yourself. Break the cycle of generational anger and trauma right now. Science suggests we can even influence our genes. Your calmness can literally rewrite the biological coding for your future generations. Be the model for your children. They do not do what you say. They do what they see you do. Teach them the breath. Teach them the pause. Give them the tools to navigate a chaotic world with grace. Imagine a future where emotional intelligence is valued as much as academic intelligence. That future starts in your home. The prefrontal cortex is the crown jewel of human evolution. Use it. Do not revert to the reptilian brain. We are not lizards reacting to heat. We are conscious beings capable of infinite love, creativity, and profound self-control. Patience is the warrior's greatest weapon. It turns the jagged rock of anger into the smooth pebble of wisdom. Polish your mind like a gem. Grind away the rough edges of ego until only the pure light shines through. The sword reflects the soul. If the mind is clear, the reflection is clear. If the mind is clouded, the steel is dull. See yourself as the master. Act like the master. Speak like the master. Soon, you will become the master. Your brain cannot tell the difference between a vivid visualization and reality. Practice peace in your mind to create it. Daisho fought 1,000 battles in his mind, so that he wouldn't have to fight a single one in reality. Take a moment. Close your eyes. See yourself handling your biggest stressor with a smile. Feel that power right now. That relief you feel is real. It is the weight of the ego dropping off your shoulders. You are free. Daisho's story ends here, but your story is just beginning. The pen is in your hand. Write a masterpiece. Don't let your story be a tragedy of reactions. Make it a triumph of choices. Make it a hero's journey. Mushin, Ma, Wabi Sabi. Carry these words with you. They are keys that unlock the prison doors of the mind. Unlock your potential. Step into the light. The world needs your calm, your strength, and your unshakable presence. Growth takes time. Be patient with yourself. If you fail today, forgive yourself, Wabi Sabi, and try again tomorrow. Even in the driest soil, life finds a way. Even in a life of anger, peace can take root. The spirit of the warrior lives in you. You have everything you need. You are ready for the battle. If this video added value to your life, please like and share it. Help us spread this message of peace. Subscribe to Infinite Mind Potential for more journeys into the mind. Join our legion of conscious warriors today. Check out our other videos to deepen your understanding. Your journey to self-mastery is just getting started. We appreciate your time and attention. Attention is the most valuable currency you have, and you spend it wisely. Go forth now. Be the calm in the chaos. Be the silence in the noise. Be unshakable. One candle can light 1,000 others without losing its own life. Share your light with the world. Keep the flame alive. Protect your peace. Master your mind, and you will master your entire life. This is the way of the warrior. This is the path of the unshakable mind. Walk it with pride. Thank you for watching Infinite Mind Potential. Remember, The true warrior conquers themselves before they ever try to conquer the world.